Hi, welcome back to our channel. And again, I'm so happy to be back and giving you longer versions of my presentation. Usually, I do have 10 to 15 seconds of short videos commenting and making some summaries of a text in the Bible. But today, this is very special since this is Christmas and advance Happy New Year to all. And for those who are new to our channel, I would like to invite you to like and subscribe and share to help our mission in spreading the word and the goodness of the Bible. Now, in my year of vlogging and doing shorts for like 6 months now, we have a community, like 328 community as of the moment. And I'm very, very happy for your support. And today, because of that experience, there is an inspiration for me to be back on my, my the thing that inspired me to go to the theological school almost 18 years ago since I graduated. Now, way back then, I found out my love, not just in any other field of theology, but particularly in the areas of biblical studies. So I love to delve in the studies of Greek and in Hebrew as the original languages, the Bible were written. So out from the Bible Reading Project blogs, this inspires me. The people that follows, the people that comments, that give the comments, that pass by my channel, some are good comments, some are not, are challenging, some are critical comments. But this inspires me, to go back to the roots of my inspiration and made me to, to look for the and go back on the things that I love, the biblical studies, on particularly on the studies of biblical languages like the Hebrew and Greek. So today I'll be sharing with you my new acquisition. During our time, this is quite expensive for me. Life is not easy, and spending a few dollars for a Bible is for me during the time is not that easy, as a working student. But this year I was able to acquire a very affordable Bible. I would like to tell you where to acquire it. So I'll be presenting the Old Testament Biblia Hebraica Stuttgartensia. So I'm showing you, this is the Old Testament of in Hebrew, the Old Testament in Hebrew. And this is the Stuttgartensia or Stuttgart version, by the way. Before I will delve into what's in Biblia Hebraica, before I'll give the review, I would like to tell you where to buy this. Now, in the Philippines, you can go to lazada.com.ph and you can have this Bible at like 25 to $27 or around like 1,500 pesos, and the shipping is like 100 pesos plus all over the Philippines. I don't know how will you buy it when you're abroad, but you can go to lazada.com.ph and you can have it. If you go to Amazon, the price will like $35 on and more. That's quite, for me, expensive, plus the shipping fee. But in the Philippines, there is a supplier that could give you like $25, like 1,500 pesos, and the shipping fee is all around the Philippines. Those who are in the Philippines, it is not that, it's not that expensive, very affordable. And by the way, this sold by the Clarisian, the Clarisian Communication Foundation Incorporated. And thanks to that sealer that made me to acquire this handy Biblia Hebraica Stuttgartensia. And then thanks also to BSI, or here you can read it, the BSI, or the Bible Society of India, that published this version, this copy, this handy copy. I think the Biblical Society of India made this very affordable, because way back then in my time 20 years ago, it's like 5,000 pesos or $100 and more. in the market, but now you can have it around like $25. For me, very, very affordable. And those who loves to study, pastors, Bible students, theology students who loves to study the original languages of the Old Testament in Hebrew, with Masoretic and text critical notes, this is very, very useful for you. So if you go to Biblia, let's go to a short review of what's in this Bible. So the Biblia Hebraica Stuttgartensia, as you know, Hebrew is written from right to left, right to left. Unlike when we write in English or any languages, Filipino or even Greek, we write from left to right, left to right. But in Hebrew, we have to write right to left. So this is the cover page in English, Biblia Hebraica Stuttgartensia. Then you can find the publisher. By the way, the Stuttgartensia is from Stuttgart. You know, Stuttgart is in Germany. So the copy of this, the original copy of this, before it was reproduced by Bible Society of India, was published by the Deutsche Bibelgesellschaft, or the Bible Society, German Bible Society. So thanks to the German theologians who really do their efforts to bring this to life. So this, by the way, this is seems to be the cover page, but actually the real one is here at the back. Okay, at the back. So if you open this Bible, so you will have the last part, right? The last part there. Now the last part are the Chronica or the Chronicles. In our Bible, we do have, like, the last part are the prophets, the minor prophets. We have Malachi as the last book, but here we have the Chronicles. We have Ezra, Nehemiah, then followed by the Chronicles. So if you try to go to the back page, or actually the real cover page, you will find there and read Torah na biem wa ketubem. Now, this is like Torah is, the writings of Moses. The Nebiim is, you have the prophets, and Ketubim, wa Ketubim are the writings. So actually, it is arranged accordingly in that way also. In the Biblia Hebraica Stuttgartensia, the arrangement of the books is arranged accordingly also with this arrangement. Like we have from right to left. The Torah, of course, these are the writings of Moses, and then you have the Nabiim, or the prophets. Nabi, or prophet, it's plural. That's why you have there the Kerek Yud, the M. If in Hebrew it ends with Kerek Yud Mem, that's plural, and then you have the Wa Ketubim, and you have there, and this is Wa and the writings, of course. So let's go. So the Biblia Hebraica Stuttgartensia is, sometimes this is it is acronym or abbreviated as BHS. If you can find it in scholarly books, in biblical studies books, sometimes the abbreviate it with BHS, or Biblia Hebraica Stuttgartensia. Sometimes it's used BH sub with an exponent of 4. That means BH edition 4. Now, this is an edition. The BHS is an edition of the Masoretic text of the Hebrew Bible as preserved in the Leningrad Codex. Actually, before the Stuttgartensia, we have the Leningradenses, or the Leningrad Codex, and it was supplemented by Masoretic and textual critical notes. So you'll find it here. If you go through the Bible, this is on the Leviticus. You will have to find critical textual notes here, and on this side also. Now, This is not interlinear, by the way. This is not interlinear. You cannot, if you do not have previous knowledge with Hebrew, my advice before you go and read this one, again, I guess this is very good for students, for Bible students, seminary students, biblical scholar students. I advise them to have this because they have some knowledge with with basic biblical Hebrew. Just like us, we have Hebrew 1 and Hebrew 2 and Hebrew 3. But if you do not have the knowledge, I guess you can. My advice is you will buy a biblical Hebrew, basic biblical Hebrew book that will teach you how to, how to read Hebrew, and of course, plus up aside from the biblical Hebrew, basic biblical Hebrew and basic biblical Hebrew grammar, then you will have also uh, a what they call this one, the lexicon, the biblical Hebrew lexicon. Then you can really easily interpret things like this. Okay, you can easily interpret. Now, so it is the fourth edition in the Biblia Hebraica series, this one, by Rudolf Kittel, by the way. So when you have this in your hand, consider this as the fourth edition because the publication of this book in German Bible Society is this was published in a series because not all books were done right uh, instantly or just finished right away. Now, when they have finished some of the books they started publishing, that's why if you find out this you can find here on this page there. So you will have their translators and those people, and then yeah, you will have their people who do the translation and I mean do the uh, yeah, do the transferring of the copies from Leningradinsis to this one. And then here you will find the list of books. I don't know if you can read it. Yeah, there. So you'll find the list of books by year. Of course, that's by year. There you'll find the first one is Genesis in 1969, then followed by the rest of the books. They were not in order, by the way. They were not in order. And so that's why if you can have this copy, this is considered as the fourth edition, the Biblia Hebraica Stuttgartensia, that is sold in the market right now, is the fourth edition. And there is also the fifth one. We have the Biblia Hebraica Quinta, which I am planning to buy also in the future. But this one really is the most famous. We have also the version, the edition 1 to 3. We call that one the Biblia Hebraica Kittel. But this is one of the most popular one that is being used during my time in the theological seminary. Now, the BHS fascicles and editors. By the way, there are 15, like a series from 1968 to 1976. And in the book has the Bible, by the way, the Biblia Hebraica has like an introduction, the prolegomena here, but it is in German. It's like an introduction of what is really happening when they come up with a book, and yeah, I don't know if that's very clear. Yeah, and there is here. There's an introduction of what transpired in the making of this Bible, and there is an introduction, forward in English. After that, on the first to the fifth edition, there's a forward, and yeah. So and then after the forward, you will have the introduction. Then you will have also the things that you need to learn about the book. Okay, there is an English jump and German keywords for you to learn that will help you critically and critically and studying this Bible. Now, one thing good also with the book is it carries like there is like a, yeah, I don't know if you see this. Yeah, this is like a table of accents or tabula accentum. That is very useful. It's like it's an additional. It's inserted here. When I bought this inserted to guide you the accents, okay, that they are using, okay, in the book, in the Bible, okay. And then of course, so this is from 1969 to 1976. This is quite like 6, 7, 8 years before they come up this edition. So thank you for watching. I hope I could give you some of the details. Next time, I hope I could give you some details, but just a short introduction what a Biblia Hebraica looks like. So again, the Bible is arranged. I mean, this Biblia Hebraica Stuttgartensia Bible of the Old Testament is scripture. The Old Testament is arranged accordingly with from the Torah, the NBM, and then also with the Ketubim, the writings. So the order of the book, of course, the Torah, we have the Genesis to Revelation. Genesis to Deuteronomy, right? So in the Torah, so the first 5 books of the Biblia Hebraica Stuttgartensia is from Genesis to Deuteronomy, and the Nabiim is from Joshua, Judges, Samuel, Kings, First and Second, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, and then there are the 12 prophets. They call this one the 12 prophets: Hosea, Joel, Amos, Obadiah, and then so on with Malachi. Also, the third part is the Ketubim, which is, of course, arranged accordingly. With the first one is the Sifri Imet, or the poetic books. We have the Psalms and Job and Proverbs, and we have the 5 scrolls, or we call it one the 5 Megillot, Book of Ruth, the Songs of Songs, Ecclesiastes, Lamentations, and Esther, and of course the last one is that of Daniel, Ezra, Nehemiah, and the First and the Second Chronicles. So that is how this Bible, not a Bible, but Scripture is arranged. The Old Testament of the biblical Hebrew Old Testament is arranged. So I hope you find this short review very useful, and I hope to, if you have some comments about the Biblia Hebraica Stuttgartensia, please do give your comments. And next time I could give you the video that could supplement this very short introduction. So again, to sum up, I've introduced you this Biblia Hebraica Stuttgartensia Bible, where to buy here in the Philippines, and very affordable, of course. Yeah, unlike others in the market that are, for me, not so affordable. But this in Lazada.ph by Clarician Communications. By the way, this is not a paid review. I'm not paid with this, but I'm just helping you if you are searching a version of the Old Testament Hebrew Bible, the Biblia Hebraica Stuttgartensia version. You know where to buy at a very affordable price. Plus, the quality, of course, is good. It's hardbound. You try to look at it. It's hardbound. The paper is so good. Yeah, if you try to see, I don't know how. Yeah, the papers. The papers are thin, but yeah, but very, yeah, very strong. Very, yeah. It is done well. And if you have problems reading, you can have glasses or lens so that you can see small textual criticism. I mean, you can see the parts of that you want to see, like the commentary, the text critical notes. You can just easily see here the supplemental Masoretic texts that are in here, that you can find. Just use a lens, or have your glasses, because sometimes these are too small, especially if you're just like me, that I'm on my 40s. Sometimes we have problems with our sight. So again, thank you for uh, being with me in a very short uh, time, and I hope to see you again next meeting. Like and subscribe, and this is the Biblia Hebraica Stuttgartensia. Comments below if you want to know more about this Bible scripture. Thank you, and have a good day to everyone.